This is lesson 499. This is a spelling dictation lesson. I will dictate words that contain the consonant teams that you see on the screen right now. CI, SI, and TI all represent the same sound, sh. When CI, SI, and TI appear as the first two letters in any syllable after the first syllable in a word, normally they will represent a consonant team and represent the sound sh. There's no spelling rule to indicate which team to use to represent that sound at the beginning of the second syllable or more in any word. Basically, you have to memorize words in terms of the way they are spelled. You can't apply a rule to determine whether to use CI, SI, or TI. I will say that the most common ending is TION. So if you hear a word end in Sean, statistically, the most likely way to spell it would be TION. Now, SI also represents a second sound, zh, which is the ZH sound, and when that happens, you double underline it. QU has a second sound, k, as in conquer. VE is a team when E's only purpose at the end of the word is to prevent the word from ending in the letter V. English words do not end in the letter V. WH has a second sound, which is h, as in the word who. The first sound for WH is wa, as in the word what. And then WR is also a consonant team representing the sound r, the R sound, and it must come at the beginning of a root word only. Now I'm going to dictate 7 rows of words, and they will contain any one of these teams. The first word is social. Social. I want to be social and say hello to everyone. Social. Now for spelling, pronounce this word so, shawl. So has 2 sounds, s, o. Shawl has 3 sounds, sh, aw, ul. So, shawl. The first step in the marking system is we look to see if the word has any teams, if a letter or letter team represents its second sound, or if there is a silent E in the word. We have the consonant team CI. Next, we identify vowel sounds. 2 vowel sounds in this word. We have a 2-syllable word. Now we divide the word into syllables. And finally, associate vowel group numbers with our vowel sounds. So, shawl. When A comes at the end of the word followed by the letter L, it will usually represent its extra sound. We place an 8 under the vowel to indicate vowel group 8 is present. The next word is explosion. Explosion. There was an explosion at the factory. Explosion. X has 2 sounds. X. Plo has 3 sounds. P, ol, o. Jean, 3 sounds. J, a, n. Explosion. First, we look for teams. We look for letters representing their second sounds. We look for a silent E. Here, SI is a team representing its second sound, zh. Now we identify our vowel sounds. 3 vowel sounds, we have a 3-syllable word, and we therefore apply syllable division. Finally, we associate vowel group numbers with our vowel sounds. X, plo, Jean. Wrapper. Wrapper. Someone dropped a wrapper on the ground. Wrapper. 2 syllables. First syllable wrap. 3 sounds. R, a, p. Per. 2 sounds. P, Wrap. Per. First, we look for teams, letters representing their second sounds, or a silent E. We have 2 teams here, WR at the beginning of the word and ER at the end of the word. Now let's identify vowel sounds. And then apply syllable division. and then associate vowel group numbers with our vowel sounds. Rapper. The next word is mosquito. Mosquito. I just got a bite from a mosquito. Now, for spelling, you have to make a slight exaggeration in order for this to conform to the spelling. So we're going to pronounce it this way. Mosquito. The first syllable is mos, 3 sounds. S. Ki, 2 sounds. K, I. To, 2 sounds. T, O. Mosquito. Pause the video now, mark the word, and then advance the video screen when you've completed doing so. Mosquito. That's the spelling pronunciation. The spoken word pronunciation for this is mosquito. Now, QU is representing its second sound here, K, so we double underline QU. We put a line under the 2 under the I, because the way we're pronouncing this is to conform to the spelling, a short I sound. The only other way to pronounce it would be mosquito, and so mosquito is a little bit closer to the actual sound of the pronunciation of the word. Sometimes it's a judgment call, but what I try and do in pronouncing the word is be as true as possible to the way the word is pronounced in normal conversation, while admitting that sometimes you have to exaggerate the sounds to make the spelling conform to the way the word is sounded out. So let's go to row 2 now. The next word is percussion. Percussion. He wants to play a percussion instrument. Percussion. Per has 2 sounds. P, Cuss, 3 sounds. K, S. Sean, 3 sounds. Sh, n. Percussion. Mark the word. Percussion. Successive. Successive means one following after the other. Successive. Suck has 3 sounds. S, k. Cess, 3 sounds. S, s. Sieve, 3 sounds. S, v. Success, sieve. Mark the word. Success, sieve. Successive. Desertion. Desertion is a serious crime in the military. Desertion. D has 2 sounds. D, E. Zer, 2 sounds. Z, Sean, 3 sounds. Sh, n. Desertion. Mark the word. Desertion. Regression. Regression therapy means to take a person back in time. Regression. First syllable, 2 sounds. R, E. Gress, 4 sounds. G, R, E, S. Sean, 3 sounds. Sh, n. Regression. Mark the word. Regression. Here we have a blend we have to protect, so we put half circles under the G and the R. Once you've done that, the GR counts as a unit of 1, so we have 1 consonant between the first E and the second E, so we divide after the first E and before the GR blend. The reason GR must stay in the middle syllable is for pronunciation purposes. We pronounce the word regression, and if the G stayed with the first syllable, you would pronounce it regression. So it would be virtually unrecognizable as a word if you pronounce it that way. Row 3. Wreath. The Christmas wreath was beautiful. Wreath. 3 sounds. R, E, th. Wreath. Mark the word. Wreath. Click. Click. She belongs to a very tight clique in school. Click. 4 sounds. K, l, I, k. Click. Mark the word. Click. Now, here QU is representing its second sound, k, so we double underline it. We have an E at the end of the word that's silent. Normally, you would think the I is going to represent its long sound according to vowel group 3, but here it represents its short sound, so we underline the 3 under the I. Official. The official made a mistake calling the game. Official. Now, the way to pronounce it for spelling is off, fi, shawl. Off, 2 sounds. Ah, f. Fi, 2 sounds. F, I. Shawl, 3 sounds. Sh, aw, ol. Off, fi, shawl. Mark the word. Off, fi, shawl. And again, when A comes at the end of the word followed by L, it will normally represent its extra sound. And when it does, we put an 8 under the A, vowel group 8. Collision. Collision. There was a very serious collision on the highway. And we pronounce this word collision. Col has 3 sounds. K, a, l. Li, 2 sounds. L, I. Jean, 3 sounds. J, a, n. Collision. Mark the word. Collision. SI here is representing its second sound. J. Row 4. Traction. Traction. The car tried to gain traction climbing the hill. Traction. First syllable track, 4 sounds. T, r, a, k. Sean, 3 sounds. Sh, a, n. Track, Sean. Mark the word. Track, Sean. Whom. Whom. Whom may I say is calling? Whom. 3 sounds. H, u, m. Whom. Mark the word. Whom. O is representing its extra sound, oo. Seclusion. Seclusion. She went into seclusion after the event. Seclusion. C has 2 sounds. S, E. Clue, 3 sounds. K, l, u. Jean, 3 sounds. J, a, n. Seclusion. Mark the word. Seclusion. U is representing its second long sound here, oo, as in dude. And SI is also representing its second sound, the ZH sound, zh. Extensive. Extensive. There was extensive coverage of the event on television. X-10-sive. X has 2 sounds. X. 10, 3 sounds. T, e, n. Sieve, 3 sounds. S, I, v. X-10-sieve. Mark the word. X-10-sieve. VE is a team at the end of this word. E's only function in this word is to prevent the V from being the last letter in the word. Row 5. Physician. Physician. She studied many years to become a physician. For spelling, pronounce it physician. Fi, 2 sounds. F, I. Z, 2 sounds. Z, I. Shan, 3 sounds. Sh, a, n. Physician. Mark the word. Physician. shan. Adhesive. Adhesive. I need to buy adhesive tape. Adhesive. Add, two sounds. Add. He, two sounds. H, E. Sieve, three sounds. S, I, V. Adhesive. Mark the word. Adhesive. Here again, VE is a team. At the end of the word, E's only job here is to prevent the V from being the last letter in the word. Delve. Delve. The detective will delve into the mystery. Delve. Four sounds. D, E, L, V. Delve. Mark the word. Delve. Mansion. Mansion. The mansion on the hill is for sale. Pronounce it man-shan. Man has three sounds. A, n. Shan, three sounds. Sh, a, n. Man-shan. Mark the word. Man-shan. Row 6. Wren. Wren. A tiny wren came to the bird feeder. Wren. Three sounds. R, E, n. Wren. Mark the word. Wren. Liquor. Liquor. The liquor store closes soon. Liquor. For spelling, pronounce it liquor. Li has two sounds. L, I. Core, two sounds. K, or. Liquor. Mark the word. Liquor. QU is representing its second sound here. Corruption. Corruption. There is a lot of corruption in local government. Corruption. Cor has two sounds. K, or. Rup, three sounds. R, p. Shan, three sounds. Sh, a, n. Corruption. Mark the word. Corruption. Revolve. Revolve. All of the activities at practice revolve around the coach. Revolve. Re has two sounds. R, E. Volve. Four sounds. V, A, O, V. Revolve. Mark the word. Revolve. Now you might say, well, we have an E at the end of the word. Why don't we put a 3 under the O? But remember, the E has to be by itself, the silent E by itself, in order to put a 3 under the vowel that comes before it. But E is part of the consonant team in this word VE, so the silent E rule definitely does not apply in this instance. Row 7, grotesque. Grotesque. That is a grotesque joke. Grotesque. Gro has three sounds. G, R, O. Tesk, four sounds. T, E, S, K. Grotesque. Mark the word. Grotesque. Now here we have an E at the end of the word, so we put a 3 under the E that comes before it, and then we underline the 3 because the E in grotesque is representing the short E sound here. Cursive. Cursive. Cursive handwriting is not used a lot anymore. Cursive. Cur has two sounds. K, Sieve, three sounds. S, I, V. Cursive. Mark the word. Cursive. Taxation. Taxation. No taxation without representation. Taxation. Tax has three sounds. T, A, X. A, one sound. Shan, three sounds. Sh, A, N. Taxation. Mark the word. Taxation. And as you can see, we have an exception to syllable rule 1. X must stay with the short vowel in the first syllable, so we underline the 1 to indicate an exception is occurring. Our last word is abrasion. Abrasion. He had an abrasion on his skin. Abrasion. A has 1 sound. Bray, 3 sounds. B, r, a. Jean, 3 sounds. J, a, n. Abrasion. Mark the word. Abrasion. Here we have a blend we need to protect, the BR, so we indicate it's a blend with our marking system, and it counts as a unit of 1 when you count the consonants between the first A and the second A. And this completes the dictation of words from lesson 499.